Stevie, what was your emotions when you arrived home on Tuesday night to find you've been broken into again?
A real deep frustration, and it's hard because you can't do anything about it. You know, you can't respond or react, I guess, and that's why it's annoying to simply just like be talking and trying to get things that way. You know, it's tough. It's yeah, very frustrating, especially the second time in quick succession.
And when you realised that your grand final ring had gone, that must have been even more upsetting.
Yeah. As I say, you know, that's one thing that it really stuck out from everything that had been taken from the house, and you know, all the damage that had been done from forcing entry and all that stuff. You know, that's really a kick to the guts. Really, it's you know, I don't know how much worth it proved to anyone else, but obviously it's a physical symbol for what I've had to do last year, and yeah, really deep frustration and anger really at that.
And it's so distinctive, the Super League ring with the S and the year on it, that you know, if anyone sees it, it's completely useless. You're not going to be able to sell it on.
Exactly. Yeah. No one's gonna have any benefit of selling it on to anyone. You know, it'd have to be a quite a sneaky deal to get anything from it. So, you know, it's just a shout really for anyone who might come across it, and anyone that's dealing with it, I guess, to return it. It'd be brilliant, and to find its way back, you know, that'd be nice.
And you had some laptops taken as well. Obviously, you've worked. The other thing we know you worked incredibly hard on is your mentality project and working with mental health. And presumably there was quite a lot of that work on those laptops. Yeah,
both laptops had been taken, so there's a lot of stuff that's on there from two laptops. There's no other backup, you know. So that's another one that's kind of you can obviously take the material aspect of laptops and cameras or whatever else, but the stuff where you've been working tirelessly to constantly make improvements and do other things, you know, the stuff that's on there is you know, that's irreplaceable as well. So, you know, it's a bit of a shocker and a bit of a tough one to kind of manage and have to look at sorting and doing a lot more work again, I think.
And presumably anyone who comes into possession of those laptops will put me out of spot pretty easily. They belong to Stevie Ward. There'll be your information on there, and your photos and everything else.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, they'll have to get past the password as well, and so I'm hoping there'll be details that come up for what that laptop might be and whose that is. So yeah, if they're spotted or if you come across them, you know, it'd be great if someone could do the right thing and fall back on their good values and return them.
I mean, the tweet you put out yesterday morning with the picture of the ring had over 2,000 retweets already. I mean, there's plenty of eyes out there in the world looking for these items for you.
Yeah, exactly. And as I say, you know, these things, however small it might be for someone else, you know, it's obviously a big thing for me. I've been in the middle of it, but you know, that sense of community, that sense of people coming together for one cause, and you know, hopefully people seeing that cause touching other people's lives and stuff like that. You know, that's nice to see people, you know, selflessly doing that and spreading the message and keeping eyes and ears open. You know, and that's quite a nice thing to see.
Well, appreciate you talking about that.
Cheers.
Whilst we have you as well, are you feeling good for next game then?
Yeah, I'm excited really. We've had a bit of a break, so a lot of boys are feeling refreshed and ready to go for next week. Obviously, with the last two games, we've just missed out on the points, and it's been in a bit of a spectacular fashion that we've had to miss out on those points. So we want to get back on the bike and winning and gain some points. So all the boys are raring to go.
For you personally, coming off in the last game, a bit of a precaution, but you're okay now?
Yeah, it was just a precautionary thing really. probably a pivotal time to come off, but I think Mac just wanted to make sure everything was safe and sound, and yeah, it's frustrating one to come off, but it's, you know, it'll be fine for Sunday, and sometimes I just have to rein myself in really, and stop pushing it too much, and that's probably the hardest thing to do out of everything.
How much is that down to wanting to try and get a full season under your belt, I suppose?
Yeah, it's you know, it's an ongoing process. It's an ongoing process, but it's I think those are decisions that you have to make sometimes, and whether it's the coaching staff or even your teammates, you know, sometimes, you know, you've got to make those decisions and have a bit of foresight, if you like.
And just finally, the game against Hull itself, what are you expecting from them?
I'm expecting they're throwing it around a lot and they're playing a lot, and obviously they've got Mags in the side and they're looking quite, you know, inventive, I'd say. They're looking really good. And it's always tough to go over there. It's a really tough job to go over there, and a few of those boys in that team will know from their Leeds days, from going over and playing at Lucky R is a tough job. So, you know, we're raring to go, and as I say, we've got our own kind of personal motive to go over there and get some points.